Many have tried, many have failed, only one has ever succeeded. This is Ninja Warrior of Halo! Hello guys, welcome back to Ninja Warrior of Halo. So far, 85 challengers have taken on Stage 1, but only 7 have managed to succeed, including the 3 men that made it to the finish line in the last episode. Despite these 3 successes, we did also see I Love Black Ops, Snars and GoTanks, 3 competitors who've all done very well on Smokey Massacre's course before, all fail Stage 1. Today, the final 15 challengers are taking on Stage 1, which include 8 of the best veterans. Who has what it takes to succeed and advance to the second stage? Let's head back to the start line for the final action of Stage 1. Kicking off today's episode is newcomer KSI Fitch 56. He has 85 seconds to complete all 8 obstacles, sorry. How will the Red Spartan do? Oh my word, interesting start there. Over the hurdle jump, and he falls short, touches the water, he didn't die then and he dies now. And his body jerking all over the place there, that's a little bit weird. He's gone now. Next up is DVD Bitwa. Don't ask me what that stands for or what on earth that means, but he's off for all 8 obstacles, and he also falls short on the hurdle jump, touches the water, doesn't die though, dies now though. He's doing the good thing, just killing himself, getting it over with. Next up is Quick Muck something something something. Comments below for anyone who reckons they can decipher that gamertag. Anyway, he's off for 85 seconds. How will he fare on the hurdle jump? Takes his time, let's nicely over it. Onto the butterfly wall. First person to attempt it today, onto the pallet, slide it down and over it nicely. Onto the rolling ball. Having a bit of trouble getting it rolling, and in fact he's taken so long to get it rolling we've had to cut a little bit of it out. Okay, finally gets it rolling, but he's lost control. He can't care if he's lost it, he's had no control over it there. Next up is another Red Spartan, it's Orc Elite. Rocking it with a massive turret. 85 seconds. Oh god, no. Oh, please don't attempt it with a turret. Oh, thank god he's not. I thought he was going to pull an AK-47 back in Tournament 5 then. That was not a pretty run back then. Oh god, this ain't a pretty run either. He's gone straight away. Well, after those four early exits, we're now on to the first of our top veterans. This is Spiteful. Spiteful has been competing since Tournament 6, but it's since the Halo 4 tournaments began that Spiteful has stood out as one of the top competitors on this course. He's beaten Stage 1 in all of the last 5 Halo 4 tournaments, and advanced to the 3rd stage in both of the last 2 tournaments. He also bagged himself a record of the fastest ever Stage 1 clear time in the last tournament, and he could get another record today. If he beats Stage 1, he will become the first competitor in Ninja Warrior of Halo history to defeat Stage 1 6 tournaments in a row. But, having seen Drago is Sick, USS Defiant 1 and Elite MKB all fail to achieve this record, will Spiteful follow suit, or will he have what it takes to succeed? Spiteful, one of the most consistent competitors on this course since the Halo 4 tournaments began, never failed Stage 1 on a Halo 4 tournament yet. But as I say, Drago is Sick, USS Defiant 1 and Elite MKB have all made it to 5 straight Stage 1 clears before, and all of them failed to reach 6 in a row. Albeit in Defiant and Drago's case, they both didn't compete in the next tournament. Spiteful taking his time on the cross bridge here, lining himself up, doesn't need to, normally he whistles across that obstacle, but he's over it anyway. Now for the jump hang, he goes for it, big jump, he jumps, oh Spiteful! Oh Spiteful, that was close, that was really close. Maybe that's the bit of luck he's going to need today to break the record. Heading down onto the crooked wall, looking good. This has taken out a couple of people. No one too important, really. Yeah. Anyway, he's up the crooked wall nicely. Down onto the warped wall. This has been causing a lot of problems for a lot of top competitors so far. Can Spiteful do it? Yes, he can. He's up it first time. Spiteful launches onto the final steps. And Spiteful lands it! He's climbing to victory! He's climbing into the record box! The first competitor to beat Stage 1 6 tournaments in a row! Spiteful, the record is yours! 12.5 seconds left on the clock. Well done to Spiteful for bagging the record. He's trying to celebrate by spring jumping onto the top. He kind of failed at this in the last tournament doing this. Kind of failing again today. Just going to leave him to it. But Spiteful was looking really good, solid through the first few obstacles, but here on the jump bang, it almost was a catastrophe and ended his dreams, but he just barely made it. But apart from that, he was smooth throughout the rest of the stage, and for the 6th tournament in a row, Spiteful is moving on to Stage 2. Well, after that, let's see how the Massacre family can do. Oh dear, Smokey's been breeding again. And first up is Mini Massacre. Newcomer, how will he fare? Looking nice though, quick. Oh! I was about to say quick over the hurdle jump, but he only just made it. Onto the butterfly wall, taking some. Oh, he's been too casual, he falls short. Dear oh dear. Next up is UGR Massacre. I have reason to believe, according to the press, that he slept with Paddy to father this one. Yeah. Anyway, he's over the hurdle jump nicely, and we're going to fast forward onto the cross bridge with a minute left on the clock. Looking good. Oh no, he's bumping all over the place, he's losing speed, and he's down on the cross bridge. Bad luck to the Massacres. But this is the jump hang, and it is the obstacle that our next competitor will be wanting to keep an eye on more than any others. It is despite the intro, a top veteran on this course, the turret-wielding, gun-slinging, elite MKB. Next up is a man who's proven himself to be a top jumper, as well as a top racer. Elite MKB has been making these courses look pretty easy since he made his debut in Tournament 5, completing Stage 1 in 6 of his first 9 appearances. And in Tournament 13, becoming only the 3rd person to defeat Stage 1 5 tournaments in a row. So coming into Tournament 14 for his landmark 10th appearance, and looking to beat Stage 1 for a record 6th time in a row, Elite produced probably the most shocking failure of the whole tournament when he failed the jump hang of Stage 1. After that disappointing defeat, Elite is now looking to bounce back. The question is, will his comeback be successful? Elite MKB. Without doubt, it was the most shocking performance that I saw in the last tournament when he failed the jump hang. His speed, he's a man who loves to go fast, but his speed let him down in the last tournament. It was his downfall. He's going fast again though today, over the butterfly. Oh Jesus, Elite! Good lord, have you learned nothing from past mistakes? It was insane over the rolling ball. Crossbridge shouldn't have any trouble with this obstacle, and sure enough he doesn't. Now for the jump hang. This is where he failed in the last one. He goes for speed again! But he makes it this time. Nicely done by Elite. This time his technique worked. He's going really fast. He's 10 seconds faster than Spiteful, and Spiteful got the fastest Stage 1 time ever in the last tournament. Goes for it on the crooked wall and makes it nicely. Elite could be on for the fastest time here. Maybe he wants the fastest time. Warped wall. Goes. Oh, that was very unlucky. He got jolted off there on the warped wall. Oh, he didn't get it on the second attempt. Come on, Elite. Come on, no. Do not let this great performance be ruined by the warped wall. 4th attempt. Yes, he's up it now. Onto the final. Oh, he jumps into it. That's risky. Oh, Elite. Yes, he still makes it though. Oh, it's been all over the place this run, but he still clears. 11.6 seconds left on the clock, and Elite MKB's comeback is complete. Nicely done by Elite. To be honest, it really could have gone wrong in more than one place. This on the rolling ball, I've never seen anyone do the rolling ball faster than Elite here. And on the jump hang, he failed it in the last tournament. He went for speed again, and this time he jumped at the right time and he made it work. The warped wall though, almost cost him. It took him 4 attempts to get up it, but he got there with so much time on the clock that he could afford that many attempts and still get up it and still finish the stage with plenty of time left on the clock. And after a 1 tournament absence, Elite will be heading back to the 2nd stage. Next up is the last of our newcomers. It is UGR Eagle. I'm assuming a friend of UGR Massacre who ran just before Elite. Let's see if he can get as far as his friend did, who made it to the cross bridge. Onto the butterfly wall. Looking good, nicely over that. Onto the rolling ball. Shotguns it, that's definitely not a good idea. Okay, he's doing it the proper way now. Not the insane Elite way. Got it rolling nicely, looks in control, picking up speed. Oh no, he's going to fall short! Oh, that was very unlucky. Next up, we're into the final 6 competitors. It's now the turn of Expose. Next up is one of the rising stars of Halo jumping. Expose made his debut on this course in Tournament 12 and surprised everyone when he made it all the way to the 3rd stage. In full, Expose has competed 3 times on this course, beat Stage 1 twice, made it to the 3rd stage twice, and on both occasions he's finished in the top 3 performers, which culminated in him making it to the cliffhanger in the last tournament. After that incredible performance in Tournament 14, the question now is, how far will Expose go today? Could he potentially go even further? Expose put on a really good performance, probably one of the most surprising good performances in the last tournament when he got all the way to the cliffhanger and beat a lot of competitors, a lot of top competitors that made it to Stage 2 and Stage 3 in that tournament. And he's British, that definitely helps. I like it when a British jumper does good. Don't have enough of them. But Expose once again looking good today. Onto the cross bridge, nicely over it. He did say that he was a little bit worried about the time limit on this stage. You reckon that could be the key between him beating Stage 1. But the time is not looking like an issue at the moment for Expose, with 47 seconds still left on the clock. Moving nicely over the climb, a little bit careful, but that's okay. He's heading down and onto the crooked wall. Now, he had a lot of trouble with this obstacle in practice in the last tournament, but he got over it. How will he do on it again today? No, Expose! Oh, Expose is down! He's down on Stage 1! The man who finished in 3rd place in the last tournament is beaten on Stage 1. He was looking really good on the first 5 obstacles, but then he came to the crooked wall. He had a lot of trouble with this in practice in the last tournament, but he beat it on his actual attempt, but he couldn't beat it today. Well, after that shocking wipeout from Expose, it's now the turn of the first of our 4 All-Stars. It is the King of the Derps. It is back for his 13th appearance, X-Dom Da Bomb X. X-Dom Da Bomb X made his debut in Tournament 3 with a fiery intro that saw him shooting Drago is Sick. And ever since then, Dom has been one of the most recognised and most loved competitors on this course. He always competes looking to have fun and to enjoy himself. But in recent tournaments, he's also proven to be one of the most successful competitors. He's beaten Stage 1 in the last 4 tournaments and made it to the 3rd stage in all 4 of those tournaments. That success, coupled with his incredible dedication to this course, means that Dom was made an all-star and is considered one of the top competitors. And although that does bring with it extra pressure, Dom never lets the pressure show. So the question is, will he bag himself another Stage 1 victory today? X-Dom Da Bomb X, King of the Derps, King of messing around, and he's showing it already on the hurdle jump there. He's not worried about touching the water, he's prepared to risk it and do that. I love it when you never know what to expect from Dom on one of these runs. Oh my god, although that 360 was not calculated. Kind of messed him up a little bit there. But he's still okay on the rolling ball. He is a very good jumper as well, I'd like to point out. Really consistent. He's been a really consistent performer since the Halo 4 tournaments began. And is also an all-star now. And also an all-star on Smokey Massacre's course. Now onto the jump hang. Oh god, what's he doing? Okay, I thought he was going to go for a Neuromac technique there. He's just messing around, testing the trampoline, being a wally. Is he messing about a bit too much though? Look at the time. He's really lost a lot of time here. Oh, he slips again. Dom, the time limit is really coming into play here. Is he messing around too much? He only just beat the clock in Stage 1 in the last tournament. He's not a man who normally goes fast because of how much he messes around. But he's really in trouble here. 20 seconds left on the clock. Come on, Dom. You've got to get up this wall, warped wall first time. It's beaten him lots of times in the past. Oh no, it beats him again today. No, Dom. 10 seconds as the klaxon sounds. He can't get up it. Second attempt. Third attempt. He gets up it now, but he's only got 2 seconds left on the clock. No, Dom. Dom is out of time on stage 1. The derped around too much, and it has cost him. He makes it to the finish line. He celebrates, but he doesn't realise he's out of time. He's beaten. Oh, that is absolutely devastating for Dom, but it was all his own downfall. He was the architect of his own downfall. He was messing around right from the start. You knew this was going to be a normal, classic Dom run. But it was here on the jump hang, messing around by testing the trampoline, and that cost him too much time. And in the end, the warped wall finished him off. Took him 3 attempts to get up it, and by the time he did, he was beaten. And although he makes it to the finish line for the 5th tournament in a row, for the first time since Tournament 10, our All-Star Dom will not be moving on to the 2nd stage. Devastating for Dom. Well, next up is the man known as the Godfather of Halo Jumping. It is Double Ump, back for his landmark 10th appearance today. He's got that nickname because he's been doing jumping courses longer than anyone else. He's been doing these for over 6 years now, which is just phenomenal to think. A little bit of lag there. Ump normally has a laggy run whenever he does this course. But what the hell is that? Gee, what? I'm literally speechless. I've never seen that before on the butterfly wall. He's levitating on the rolling ball just like he always does. You know Ump's connection is laggy and bad if he does that on the rolling ball, but somehow he makes it work. Onto the cross ridge. Ump looking solid on that, doesn't lag on that obstacle. Now for the jump hang. This could be a bit of a test for him. He's failed this once before. He jumps and he hangs. Nicely done. And he's going over the climb quickly. Very good from Ump here. Heading down. More lag. Okay, cameraman's struggling to follow Ump here. As you'd expect, this lag means that he's not really renowned for being a fast competitor, because of how much the lag slows him down, but he's still persevering. Now for the warped wall. He might need to get up this first time. It stopped Dom, but it doesn't stop Ump. Onto the final steps. Oh my god, a lot of lag here. Please don't break it here, Ump. No, he doesn't. He still makes it. 10 seconds left on the clock. But Ump is going to beat stage 1 once again. 6.9 seconds left on the clock. The old man, the godfather of Halo Jumping, shows the youngsters how it's done once again. For the 3rd appearance in a row, Double Ump defeats stage 1. And I shot the landmine there for some reason. Not quite sure why. But if Dom's runs are renowned for being derpy, Ump's runs are renowned for being laggy. And this on the bottom wall was insane. I've never seen that before. On the rolling ball, he levitated on the back of it. Look how far back he got there on the ball. So anyone else, they'd fail, but not Ump. He somehow makes it work. And after that, he was in control. He wasn't the fastest, but he kept going and going and going. And once again, Ump is moving on to the 2nd stage. Now we are on to the next of our All-Stars with his bright purple armour. It is back for his 13th appearance. Drago is sick. The joint most experienced competitor on this course, along with Ree, Dom and Game Types, who've all got 13 appearances on this course. Drago, top performer. He's beaten stage 1 in his last 6 appearances, chasing 7 in a row now. He made it to stage 3 in the last tournament, but failed the body prop. A really top jumper, really consistent, probably the most consistent competitor on this entire course. Oh my god, Drago! Oh my word, what did happen there? He must have hit a ball to jump? Can't speak. He must have hit a bump on the cross bridge, but he still made it, and he's already halfway up the jump hang because of my lack of ability to speak. He's over the jump hang with 41 seconds left on the clock. Looking good, looking fast. Straight into the crooked wall, he goes for it! Oh my god, jeez! Oh, Drago! He's really all over the place at the moment. This is not a clean run from Drago. But despite all of that, he's still made it to the last obstacle. Drago is sick. Climbing to the top. This is also going to be a pretty fast time as well. And that is 16.2 seconds left on the clock. Drago is sick, defeats stage 1 for the 7th appearance in a row. He will be having a chuckle to himself. He's committed murder here with the luck he just got on that run. It was a good solid start from Drago, consistent as you'd expect, but on the cross bridge he got an unexpected bump and that almost threw him off, but he just about crawled across with the mongoose. And then here on the crooked wall, it looked like he wasn't going to make it, and in the last second he got sucked up into the shield. And nevertheless, Drago does what Drago does best, and that is defeat stage 1 once again. Let's pause quickly to have a look at stage 1's overall ninja killer. Every obstacle on this stage is tough, but it's the old classic rolling ball that's caused the most problems, taking out 22 competitors so far in the tournament. Special recognition should also go to the hurdle jump. The new first obstacle has managed to take out 20 competitors, and the warped wall. This obstacle has taken out 8 of the 20 challengers that have reached it so far. That is more than it's ever taken out in any other tournament, including 7 top competitors. But in reality, every obstacle on this stage 1 should not be taken lightly. We're on to our second to last competitor now, and this man will definitely not be taking any of the obstacles lightly. Next up is the most successful competitor of all time on Ninja Warrior of Halo. Re95 is making his 13th appearance today. He's been competing since the first Halo Reach tournament, Tournament 2, and ever since then, he's been one of the top competitors on this course. He's been to the final stage twice, and as we should all know by now, in Tournament 4, he became the only competitor to ever achieve total victory and become a Grand Champion. He's continued to show his skills and abilities since then, and although since the Halo 4 tournaments have begun, competitors like Drago is Sick and Smokey Massacre have begun to challenge Ree's supremacy, he continues to give his all in every one of his appearances. However, having missed the last tournament, will Ree be successful again today and keep up the pace with the others? Re95 missed the last tournament, but it's great to see him back, our Grand Champion. Heading out onto the course once again for the 13th time onto the butterfly wall. He's never tried this obstacle before, but he makes it look like child's play. He may have missed the last tournament, but he's clearly not lost any of his jumping abilities. Nice and controlled over the rolling ball there, onto the cross bridge. Nicely over there as well, really fast at the moment as well. Onto the jump hang, he goes for it, he jumps! And he hangs! Nicely done by Ree. He's the Grand Champion, the most successful competitor of all time, the man who has more pressure on his shoulders than any other competitor to do well. But Ree rarely lets that pressure show. Oh, look at him on the crooked wall there, he rocketed up that. That was so smooth. Now for the waterfall, he's failed this obstacle before, it's causing a lot of problems, oh, but not today! Re95 launches onto the final steps, lands it. He could have the fastest time here. Gamertag's time has looked untouchable up till now. But Re95, he does! He gets the fastest time! 23.8 seconds left on the clock. Gamertag's time is finally beaten. Well done to Re95. The man, the Grand Champion, he loves this course. He loves running this course. And after missing the last tournament, he returns with a bang. Well done to Re95. It was literally picture perfect. Every one of the obstacles was so smooth, no mistakes, no slip-ups, and all of them done really fast as well to earn him the fastest time so far. Smooth as you like. Here on the warped wall, this was the crucial bit. He failed this obstacle before and it's caused a lot of problems to a lot of competitors, but he didn't fail, and once again Re95 is heading on to the second stage. Which brings us on to our final competitor, who's got a nice crowd watching on. Chewy Nutcluster, who kicked off this tournament all the way back at the beginning as number 1. All-Star Drago is Sick. Veteran Snosbreeze, and a good friend of our last competitor. And Pandas for Life, who for some reason is hiding. Maybe he's afraid of our competitor. Don't know why. But here he is, Mr. 100 for this tournament, Smokey Massacre. The final competitor to take on Stage 1 is the all-star and host of Halo Ninja Warrior, Smokey Massacre. He's been competing on this course since Tournament 5, but since the Halo 4 tournaments began, Smokey has put in the strongest case to be considered the #1 competitor. Like Dom, he's made it to Stage 3 in all of the last 4 tournaments, but in the last tournament, Smokey produced the biggest shock of them all, as he became only the 4th different person to make it to the final stage, and the first person since Tournament 5. He put on a performance worthy of becoming a Grand Champion, but he just missed out on total victory on the last jump. After that performance though, Smokey will be without a doubt the most watched competitor in this tournament, and he will be considered the most likely competitor to be the next man to go all the way and succeed Re-95 as the Grand Champion. One worrying statistic for Smokey though is that he has only ever beaten Stage 1 in tournaments when X has also beaten Stage 1. And with Dom failing Stage 1 today, the question is, will Smokey follow suit, or will he have what it takes to break the curse and prove that his performance in the last tournament was no fluke? Smokey Massacre, the host of Halo Ninja Warrior, just like mine, only American, on his channel Halo Ninja Warrior. Yeah, I know, original. Back for his landmark 10th appearance, and the first time he's earned the coveted number 100. Smokey Massacre smooth over the butterfly wall there. It almost looked like he floated over it. I was so happy for Smokey in the last tournament. All his training finally paid off as he made it to the final stage. But he is now back even more determined to get back to the final stage and get another crack at that tower. Considering how close he came in the last tournament. One jump from achieving total victory. He's determined to make sure that he won't follow Drago and Defiant's footsteps and only make it to the final stage once. Onto the crooked wall. This is where his buddy Snoz failed, but not Smokey. Smokey makes it look easy. Smokey makes this first stage look like an absolute... Oh no! Okay, I was about to say look easy peasy, but he failed the warped wall there on the first attempt. Second attempt, I guess of it now. Nicely done, Smokey. 28 seconds left on the clock. He's not going to be able to challenge for the fastest time here after that slip up, but he's still going to finish with an incredibly fast time. It is 20.3 seconds left on the clock. Mr. 100, the finalist from the last tournament, defeats Stage 1 once again. You can tell he's happy. He was a little bit worried about this Stage 1, but he has got through it once again for the fifth tournament in a row. Well done to Smokey Massacre. It was really good from Smokey. He was moving so fast I could barely keep up with him. Before you knew it, he was at the warped wall. Nicely done for all the obstacles. Only slip-up was that he had to take 2 attempts at the warped wall. But aside from that, even with that, he still finished with an incredibly fast time. And the crowd watching on here, just one player has also joined in to watch. Yeah, that's good. Shame you couldn't be bothered to do a run, job. Yeah. But nevertheless, Smokey succeeded, everyone's happy. Chewy Nutcluster's so happy he's going to go beat up pandas. They've started a fight, we've had to get security in. But Smokey Massacre once again defeats Stage 1. Well done to Smokey. And that brings us to the end of Stage 1 in Tournament 15. 100 challengers tried, including the 15 that took it on in today's episode. And of the 8 veterans that took it on today, 6 of those veterans did succeed, but for 2 of them, Expose and the all-star X, they were unable to defeat Stage 1. Nevertheless, we have 13 men moving on to Stage 2. For the first time since Tournament 6, Grand Champion Re-95 finished with the fastest time, followed by iGame Types, who beat Stage 1 for the first time since Tournament 11. Then All-Stars Smokey Massacre and Drago is sick. Newcomer Killer the Man, Record Breaker Spiteful, Elite MKB, Master Neuromac, Cam262, Sideshow Freak, Ump Asians, and Sane the Legend bringing up the rear. These 13 challengers will all take on Stage 2 in the next episode, and this Stage 2 produced a mixed bag of results in the last tournament, with 7 competitors failing, but 8 competitors succeeding. The question is, who has what it takes to defeat Stage 2 and advance to Stage 3? And who has what it takes to potentially replicate Smokey's incredible performance from the last tournament and advance to the final stage? I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. Until next time, I've been Hunt Unit 751. Goodbye.